The people are scared and they're angry and they need their sheriff.
Billings.
I'm not done.
Welcome to Episode Echoes. We're continuing our brief recaps of all the episodes of Silo Season 1, breaking down the key moments, twists, and of course, all those hidden clues you might have missed. Today we're reviewing Episode 7. As always, if you have not caught up to the events of this episode yet, you can watch my brief reviews of the events of the previous episodes using the link above. And because this review will be describing key plot points and events of Silo Episode 7, a spoiler alert is in place. Before we start, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell to stay in the loop when we release new videos. If you thought Silo was gripping before, Episode 7 just kicked everything into overdrive. We're talking edge-of-your-seat tension that doesn't let up for a single moment. Even the quieter scenes with Lucas, confrontation with Deputy Billings and the chat with acting Mayor Bernard carry this electric undercurrent of intensity that keeps you glued to the screen. Episode 7 starts with Gloria being held and drugged in a facility that looks like a mental asylum. Juliette, in her hunt for the truth, decides to pay a special visit to Judge Meadows, who signed the order to keep Gloria in the long-term care facility. Her confrontation with Meadows goes exactly as we have come to expect from this show. Shocking. She flat out learns what viewers already suspected, that Judge Meadows, the chief of Judicial, does not pull all the strings at all. Juliette proposes a tempting bargain. If allowed to speak with Gloria, she'll step down and return to mechanical within the week. Though the judge clearly finds the offer appealing, she openly admits that she can't set Gloria free because they would never permit it. Who are they? When the camera pans out and we see Sims in the surveillance room watching everything, the question almost seems answered too easily. Juliette takes matters into her own hands, turning to her father for help in reaching Gloria. As expected, Pete, driven by guilt and a desire to reconnect with his estranged daughter, bends the rules, slipping past a night shift nurse and moving a disoriented Gloria to the nursery in a wheelchair. Once they are in the nursery, against his better judgment, he injects Gloria with some medication that should bring her out of her sedation. This medication causes Gloria to have a seizure before she eventually settles into a calmer state. Sending her father away, Juliette then begins to press Gloria with questions. Initially resistant, Gloria softens when Juliette shows her the book with the pictures which she instantly recognises. Gloria's face brightens and she reveals that she once entrusted the book to George's mother, a fellow Flamekeeper, a person dedicated to preserving memories of the past and relentlessly curious about it. Flamekeepers have had a difficult existence as the Silo's authorities want history erased. In their quest to suppress these memories, the powers that be have taken drastic measures, eliminating Flamekeepers through executions, spiking the water to cloud their minds, confining them to psychiatric wards, or deceitfully keeping their birth control implants in place to prevent them from bearing children. This is exactly what we saw happen to Alison Becker in the first episode before she went out to clean, and probably what Sheriff Becker learned during his own investigations into Alison and George's death. It's almost as if the show was telling us from this point that Juliette was already definitely going to be sent out to clean, as the two people who had come this close to finding out these truths were already outside and dead. Gloria's revelation does not in any way win sympathy points for Juliette's dad, and she's rightfully pissed at him for being complicit in maintaining the powers that be and keeping everyone else subservient. Gloria also reveals to Juliette that her mother, Hannah Nichols, had been a supporter of the Flamekeepers due to her strong curiosity about the world, which ultimately attracted the attention of those in power. After the conversation, Juliette wheels Gloria back to her hospital room, where Gloria notices something odd. The flowers by her mirror are missing. She explains that Sheriff Holston used to leave flowers there every time he visited. This detail, combined with the memory of the vase accidentally broken in her own apartment and Holston's cryptic note about doubling the flowers by the mirror, leads Juliette to suspect that mirrors throughout the silo might be hiding surveillance cameras. Sure enough, Sims and his tech team are watching at that very moment. Acting quickly, Juliette covers Gloria's mirror with a blanket, then unscrews the nearby vent that Gloria had mentioned Sheriff Holston would occasionally check. Inside the vent, Juliette discovers a hidden satchel containing George's hard drive. She manages to slip away with the hard drive and the book, evading the armoured raiders Sims sent after seeing her talk to Gloria. But before Juliette escapes, Gloria brands her the last Flamekeeper and urges her to do what her mother would have wanted her to do. When Juliette tries to resist being dragged into something obviously a lot more bigger than she hoped for, Gloria leaves her with a haunting question, asking if she knows why her mother killed herself. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to Episode Echoes for more TV and movie reviews. I'm always interested in hearing your thoughts, so feel free to share your own take in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.